to the first Jaiden episode. Of course, Kaylin's helping me behind the camera, so it's not just me, but still. Today we're going to be making gingerbread fudge. Even though it's not Christmas, it's Christmas in July today. So I will have the recipe in the description box below. It was brought to you by, the recipe is brought to you by Sweet 2 Eat Baking. And also I will have our first video in the description box below, which you should definitely check out. So here is the recipe. So the ingredients is 3/4 cup sweetened condensed milk, 12 ounce white chocolate chopped or chips, which we have chips, 2 to 3 teaspoons ginger sifted, a half to 1 teaspoon cinnamon sifted, and a half to 1 teaspoon nutmeg sifted. So I need to get all these things sifted, so I'm going to do that first. And we already had one attempt at this, and I did not sift it, so this time I will. So it says 2 to 3 teaspoons, so I'm just going to do 2.5, because that's right in the middle. Here's one. One. Two. And a half. Let's see if I can get these crushed up a little bit more. This is my first time making fudge, so I don't really know. Alright, the ginger is done. Now we're going to need to sift the cinnamon, which is a half to 1 teaspoon, and I'm just going to do I think I'm just going to do a half. Okay. That's how I sift. Just bang it against and it'll go in. Alright, and then I still need a half to 1 teaspoon nutmeg, which I will do a half of also. Oh, dang it. Sifted enough. Okay. I'm just going to mix it all together with a teaspoon instead of getting my spatula dirty. That is very pungent. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now that I got all those sifted, I'm going to pour the condensed, well, this is the directions. Pour the condensed milk and white chocolate chips into a microwave-safe bowl. Heat for 2 to 3 minutes or until white chocolate chips are almost completely melted. Do not overheat, in all caps. Stir until completely blended and melted and smooth. So, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna get someone to help me with the can because I don't know about can openers. Dad. What? Wow, look at the can opening skills. Just put it down. Teamwork! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna measure this out. So I need 3/4 cup. So here's a 1/2 cup. And the reason why we're so interested in fudge is, you know how when you go on vacation and there's like a bunch of different fudge places magically, but you know in your hometown there's like nowhere that sells fudge? So we were noticing that, and we were like, you know, it would be cool to see how you can make fudge, because it's like, isn't it, because everywhere we saw it was just like milk, it was just like cream and sugar or something. So that's what today is. Right. I'm going to try to get a little bit more out with my spatula. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to put the chips in. Just put it right there for right now. The white chocolate chips in. That looks really good, but weird also at the same time. Oh my gosh, this smells good. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I'm going to put the lid on. So if, I don't know, I think for no reason really, but whatever. 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll just do 2 minutes to start out with, because it says do not overheat, and I do not want to overheat it. So 2 minutes. Alright, now it's been 2 minutes, so I'm going to take it out and see how it looks. That smells weird now. So I'm going to stir it all in. I think it needs a little bit more time, so we'll put it in for 30 seconds. And we'll be right back. So we put it in the microwave for another minute, and this is the maximum time she has on it, and I not want to overheat it, so I'm not going to do it. That's definitely way better. So it seems mostly melted, and now it just says to stir until completely blended, melted, and smooth. So it's not quite smooth yet. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. And we'll be back later. So now that I stirred it for a while, I'm going to add the spices in. That smells crazy. It's like a weird, I don't even know. We have a spill. I cleaned the countertop earlier, don't worry, okay? This is weird. Like smells, like earlier with the white chocolate, it smelled so like really like nice and kind of like not so like crazy strong like the spices do. You still can see kind of the chunks of white chocolate, so I'm just gonna stir. And then what we have to do next is get this into the 8x8 pan, which we have to, well, we had it pre-covered in aluminum foil, and then it has to sit in the fridge for up to 3 hours. So we will have a taste test after that. It does smell gingerbready though. Alright, time to put it in the pan. So I'm just gonna like pour it And try to get it like even. So you can definitely tell it's kind of like, I feel like it's getting harder. And just get the remaining. Can you say any in the bathroom? I mean, in the bath. Okay, almost done. Okay. This is not level at all, so let me try to fix that. This is really something easy you can do. Like, the only thing I had to help with was the can opener, which I probably should have been able to do. Okay. Okay, I feel like that's pretty even, so I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 3 hours. Okay. Is there any room? That's the question. Okay, good enough. I'm gonna put that right here in the refrigerator. And let it sit for 3 hours. Yay! So it's 3 hours later, and it is time to cut the fudge. It was just resting in the fridge. So, I'm just gonna cut like a couple pieces out. It is pretty hard. Maybe a pizza cutter would be better for this. Okay, okay. The struggle is real. You know, it's gonna... Okay, there's a piece. It tastes good. It's just like, if you've ever had fudge, I feel like it's less like super sugary. It's less sugary than like store-bought fudge, but it's also cold. So that's really good. Okay, so this is my first time making fudge, and I think I would definitely do it again. It is super easy and delicious. I will link to the recipe I used in the description box below. It worked really well. I didn't have any questions. Yeah, also make sure you watch our first video, which I will also have a link to in the description. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell for notifications and like this video. Bye!